this is your handful mama. I am back with another video. But this video is a little special. The reason why I say that, it's my video, what am I cooking for Friday night dinner? You guys, I haven't cooked pork chops in a long time because you know I try to stay away from the pork. So I think your handful mama can treat herself just this one Friday with these smothered pork chops that I'm about to make and this rice. And I'm going to add a little touch of gravy with it. So I'm talking about it's going to be slamming. But you guys, tell you what, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with this olive oil. This is my good old olive oil, you know, that I get from Sam's, the big jug that lasts a long time. So we're going to go ahead and start with some olive oil. Get some in the skillet here. I'm going to go ahead and use around about, I'd say at least around about 5 to 6 tablespoons. So I hope you guys been doing really good out there. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go ahead and put my rice in. Let's get it ahead, let it get ahead, you know, go ahead and get started. And this is my brown rice. You guys, you know I do the brown rice. I do not use the white rice. Not knocking anyone that do the white rice, but I have tried to start being on that little healthy journey, so I use the wheat rice. And I'm going to tell you that I cannot talk today, you guys. I guess because this is Friday, I'm excited this is Friday. And I'm more excited to get these pork chops because I haven't had pork chops in, it's been at least about a year and a half. So I guess that was a little stumble in that talking, explaining. But anyway, I have stirred the rice up and I got my pork chops here. I have already washed these really, really good. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting them in the skillet here. And once again, I have my olive oil here that I explained earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and get these in here. Oh, y'all hear that? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, can't wait. I'm going to let you see how I'm frying that real nice. Oh, that is so beautiful. So beautiful. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and let these fry on low for around about, I'm going to say, maybe close to 8 minutes. I'm going to let it fry really good. And then after that, I'm going to get all that seasoning on there really good. I will be sharing with you guys what seasoning I will be using. We're going to go ahead and start with a little garlic powder. I'll have to go ahead and put that on there before I go out. And so you guys can go ahead and see what I'm using. And I'm going to come back after we have already turned everything and let you see the other side. I'm going to go ahead and get this eye down just a tad. Just a little bit, you guys. Don't turn it all the way down. You just want to turn it down a little. And I use my onion powder, and you saw the garlic powder that I used. Well, that was the onion powder. So we just sprinkled some onion powder on there. And we're going to put just some pretty paprika on there. Just for a little pretty color when everything is done. I'm going to put me some parsley flakes on there. Yeah, I want this to be the bomb since I haven't had it in a long time. I want all those flavors to pop. I want it to look real pretty. So, the handful of moms are going to make that happen. And now, you know I had to share it with you guys, my husband. Okay, we're going to let this cook, like I said, for about 7 to 8 minutes. And then I'm going to turn it on the other side and let you guys see how it is looking. I'll be back. This is your handful of mama. Okay, hearts, I am back. I have already got everything fried all up. I didn't use anything but just a little olive oil. I did not use any greases or vegetable oil, canola oil, none of that. Just a little olive oil. So I fried everything up in the skillet. I also have added the seasonings. I showed you guys the seasoning I used. I put that on everything. Also, there's some over here that I already took out. I have some in this pan as well. Getting ready to go in this skillet. Oh, they look so pretty, you guys. Well, okay, let's go ahead. Let's just get this finished. Okay, we're going to go ahead and transfer these into this skillet over here. And after I transfer these in the skillet, guess what I'm going to be using this pan for? Do you see that little crust in the bottom? Yeah, that crust, I'm going to cook some onions. I'm going to saute some onions in there. It's going to be really, really, really delicious. I'm just going to go ahead and get all this transferred over here. Let's not leave that little piece. So see all that down in that bottom right there? Yeah, we're going to saute those saute those onions in there. Gonna be really, really good. Over here I got my rice. It's about to be ready. Maybe about 2 or 3 more minutes. It's gonna be good and done. The wheat rice, you guys, that's the only thing that I do use. It's really good, really healthy. Only thing, white rice, if you prefer, it's okay. I just like to let you guys see what your handful mama like to bring you guys those healthy dishes. Okay, I got my onions cut down. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in there, the onion in the skillet. And get these all sauteed all nicely up. Just in that fat and that grease. Well, not grease. Olive oil that was left over. Let me get my eye up just a little and start getting that coming to a little sizzle here. And I'm just going to put me just a tad of butter in there. Everybody, most time I'll say tad, but that's only just a tad. So we're going to try to get this up because we already got a lot of olive oil that will already saute these guys up. So I got my butter over here. So I got around about maybe, I'm going to say about 2 teaspoons of butter. 2.5. Get these guys sauteed up really nicely. And of course I want to get all that out the bottom. To get all that stirred real nice and pretty, I got to get all that out the bottom. That's going to make everything just come right together. Really flavorful. You're not going to believe how this is going to turn out. It's going to be really, really tasty. Of course, you guys cannot taste this, but your handful of mama, take it from me. Trust me. It's going to be really, really good. But guess what you guys are welcome to do? You can make this. That's why your handful of mama is bringing it to you, so you can make this yourself. And I'm making this, like I said, a special treat on this Friday. Your handful of mama, like I said, I haven't had pork chops in a long time, but I'm still cooking them on a healthy way. Not nothing fried in grease, no flour, no none of that. This is going to be a good healthy meal that you can make for your family. You can make for a holiday. Even if you're just having like a little party. It's okay to have the soul food at the party. We don't always just have to have the chips and dip or the hot wings. We can do soul food. Because believe me, if your handful of mama, if she bring you a party, handful of mama will have some soul food. It will be entering the building. I'm going to bring you my soul food to the party. So you'll get a little soul food, a little party food. You'll be getting both. You can't beat that. So look how this is just sauteing up really pretty. Them onions, the butter, and plus I had that olive oil that was already in there from those pork chops just sauteing up. So I want to get the bottom of it. You know, we got to get that bottom. The bottom is where all the flavors are. So don't be scared to just scrape it a little bit. It's not going to hurt you at all. The more scrapes, the more flavor. Take it from your handful of mama. You would not take it in the wrong direction at all. So get all those scrapes. That's where all the flavor is hiding right there. Those scrapes in the pan. And make sure you get all of it. That's coming up really nice for you guys. You guys can go ahead and let this simmer. Not going to hurt to let it simmer around about another 2 or 3 minutes. Going to get those onions kind of on the softer side. Boy, you guys, I wish you guys can smell this. Maybe one day I can do a meet and greet. And maybe I can do a meet and greet where, you know, we'll have like a little cooking station out there. I don't think anyone has ever probably done that before on their YouTube channel. But if we can have that meet and greet and we can go ahead and let your handful of mama do what you do best, right at the meet and greet. It would be wrong if I came and then cook at the meat and grease. Because I know a lot of places they can set up like a little cooking station, and you can kind of have like a buffet style or something like that. But yeah, it would be wrong for me to come and you see your handful, mama, and I haven't brought any of my specialties with me. So I'll be coming introducing the specialties. If I have to cook it there, or maybe I just cook it and warm it up there, wherever rocks the boat, it'll be okay with me. Handful, mama, I do this for you guys. Not for myself, I do it for you guys. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get my pot on the stove. And don't forget, like I said, smothered pork chop. So I'm going to go ahead and get my onions and all my little mixture and sauteed onions in the pot. And I'm going to show you guys each little step by step, so you guys will know exactly how to make this for your family. I've already got those in the pot. So it's not a long process. As you can see, I just went ahead and got those, with that sear on them, those pork chops, and then I just put those onions in there. Got them all seared. I got my rice over there. It's already nice and done, looking all pretty. So next thing we're going to do, you will not be disappointed. Now, I know I said about the flour, and I'm not going to use a lot, but we know when we're making gravy and we're sauteing things, we have to use a little flour, but I'm only going to use just a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and dump that in, and that's around about maybe 4 teaspoons of flour. And you guys, I try to get the wheat flour, but make sure you guys, if you are going to your local grocery store, try to see if you can get the wheat flour. And the only thing I'm going to do is just add those 3 to 4 teaspoons of flour in here. Because like I said, you want to try to get the wheat flour, you can get the coconut flour. Try to pick those flours because they are on the healthier side, and it's not a whole lot of fat content. So try to get those if you can afford it. If you cannot afford it, just try to stick with those 3 tablespoons of flour, and this still will become a healthy, not so carved out fatty meal. So just make sure you do that. Okay, so I've already just mixed everything up all nice. I'm going to turn my eye down just a little tad because I don't want it to start, getting too dark when I'm trying to add the next ingredient. Okay, the next ingredient I'm going to add is the chicken stock. I have my chicken stock right here. I'm going to go ahead and add that in and add the whole thing in. It's going to come to a little seal, so we're going to add just a little bit right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and pour some more in. So I'm doing around about maybe 2 to 3 teaspoons at a time. I'm going to go ahead and add my stock in this cup. Because it seemed like it's so easy. Because that little container I was taking out, it seemed like stock was just spilling all out the bottom of it. So I just went ahead and just added it in the cup and then just, add it into my mixture. As you can see, look at this. This is coming to like, kind of like that, what did I say what I was making? Yes, that gravy consistency. Yes, it's coming to that. I've already, because I added in just about a half a cup. As you can see, I just added in another about a half a cup. And so this is coming up just really, really like I wanted it to be. I wanted it to come to this perfection. So you guys will not be disappointed. Like I said, easy. Not really timely consuming. It's just going to turn out really perfect. I got around about, I'm going to say, I got about another cup in this stock, but I'm just going to go ahead and add just another half a cup. I'm going to go ahead and get that out so this can kind of come on to that boil that I want it to come to, so it can start getting that thick texture. Well, these onions are really, really smelling good. And you guys, a lot of times I make my own broth. This time I didn't have any broth made, so I went ahead and just picked some up at the local grocery store. But I will be making a video of that later in the future. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little of this meat tenderizer. just a sprinkle for some extra seasoning. Now just a half a teaspoon. That's all I added. Then I'm gonna go ahead and throw in my favorite, my Creole. I made a mistake and got the spicy kind, so I'm just gonna add about just 1 teaspoon of that. So sometimes when you go to those grocery stores, you gotta make sure that you are picking up the right thing. I guess I was in a hurry and I got the spicy, but since I got this spicy Creole, I just go ahead and just add just, half of the amount. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I got this coming up. The heat is coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and put my pork chops in. I'm gonna let this come to a boil. Well, actually, I'm not gonna let it come to a boil because I can already see it's getting kind of thick from the heat. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in those pork chops like I promised. Y'all look at this. They getting smothered, you guys. So I'm gonna put them in just very slowly to make sure I get all of them under that stock. And when I get them in, I'm gonna kind of mix them around. And boy, look at those pork chops. Oh, they're looking good. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the rest of my chicken stock in. I know you can hear it pouring in the background. I got about a whole cup that I'm gonna finish adding in. And I hope you guys can kind of hear that. You probably can't, but my I got it turned up on high so they can come on to that boil. And I'm gonna go ahead and get these kind of transferred around so all of them will be covered. And it's not really hot yet. You can see I'm barely just poking that finger in there trying to get all of them soaked in. Because that is the most important part, to get them kind of soaked under there really, really good. So go ahead and get that kind of moving around and get those onions and all that. Make sure everything is getting all the flavors. So in a few minutes, you're going to go ahead and see this coming up to a good old boil. And it's going to actually come up to a boil where it's going to start covering up all of these pork chops. Okay, you guys, so we're going to do a quick rundown again. But you also can rewind the video, rewind, until you see everything that your handful of mama put in here. So it'll be right on time, so you won't miss anything. That's what videos are for. You can rewind, you can fast forward. So this is coming up to a good old boil. Y'all see that bubble? That's what we're looking for. That bubble. Y'all see those onions in the background? But anyway, we're going to let this come up to a boil. We got our rice over here done. And guess what? Handful of Mama will be back shortly to show you the finished product. Be back, hon. Okay, hons, I am back. As you can see, those smothered pork chops are ready. Look at that, y'all. They just look so good and it just smells so awesome. Okay, you guys, let me go ahead and get you guys plate fixed first. We're going to start out with our rice over here. We're going to get us a scoop of that and put it on that plate. Get it all nice and pretty. And then we're going to come back over here and get those smothered pork chops. First, we're going to go down and try to get some of that. We'll try to get some of that gravy to put on the rice first. Oh, you guys, this smells so good. You know your handful, Mama? She don't like to break a promise. Then go ahead and put this smothered pork chop on there. Let's give you guys another piece. Since you guys hung out, you guys deserve another piece. Okay, you guys, look what I have done again. This is your handful, Mama. I've done it again, you guys. I have my smothered pork chops here, and I have my rice and gravy right here. Everything, all of this gravy came out of this pot. Handful, Mama, once again. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Like this video. Please comment. Turn on your notification bell. Handful, Mama, once again. See you guys. See you guys in the next video, hons.